Man, what a game, what a game, what a game. Raptors come up so close, but lose to the Houston Rockets 119 to 121 on the road. Man, welcome back to the Raptors Wrap-Up, guys. I'm your host, Edwin Lingham. And man, did the Raptors come up one possession short of winning this game. Kawhi Leonard goes for the win instead of going for the tie, which I believe he should have done. And went for a three and airballed it over James Harden. You'll see replays of this highlight all over the NBA, all over social media right now. People are saying Harden locked down Kawhi. He did prevent him from going inside, so he did do a good job defending him and stayed in front of him, forcing Kawhi Leonard to a fadeaway three, which is unnecessary, I believe. But that's the shot that the Raptors got, and it was a poor shot in general. But the Raptors did not deserve to be in this game at all. The Houston Rockets committed turnover after turnover, just a sloppy finish from the Houston Rockets to close out this game, as the Raptors hit multiple threes to bring this game down to a one-possession game. Siakam, Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard all hit threes to send this game into a little bit of a tight contest, but the Raptors were absolutely outplayed for most of this game, and it was sad to watch. The Raptors were led by Kawhi Leonard with 32 points, 7 and 5, and 3 of 6 from three-point land, and 11 and 19 shooting. So you know he was the best offensive player tonight. And then James Harden on the other side didn't have his 50-point game or 40-point game like most people suspected, but he did have 35 points and 7 assists. But Danny Green and Kawhi Leonard and Norman Powell did a great job of staying in front of James Harden, forcing him into tough shots, not giving up any threes, but he did get to the line a little bit. But the Raptors did a good collective job of making him shoot bad from the field. But the other guys, the Raptors did not keep intact. Eric Gordon, Kenneth Faried absolutely destroyed the Raptors. And then you had Austin Rivers, PJ Tucker, and Gerald Green all chipping in at the side. If you're not going to stop anybody else, this is just going to be a sad game. The game plan wasn't good, or the Raptors just didn't execute it. One or the other. Raptors lost this game due to their sloppiness. 19 turnovers, just a terrible way to play on the road, especially when you're so close and the game came down to a one-possession game, but you turned the ball over 19 times. Just a poor lack of focus there. Second, Raptors had tons of defensive breakdowns. Siakam was guarding two guys multiple times during this game. He was either thinking going to one guy or the other. You had Serge Ibaka, Kyle Lowry, all sorts of guys just not communicating on defense, not finding the right guys, open three after open three, and the Rockets made the Raptors pay. And the last reason I believe the Raptors lost this game, their three-point shooting. If it wasn't for Danny Green's 6 of 10 shooting and Kawhi Leonard's 3 of 6 shooting from three-point land, without those two experts shooting the basketball, the Raptors, as the rest of the team, scored 5 of 20 from three-point land. Serge Ibaka hasn't made a 3 in the last 5 games. And, man, like the Siakam threes near the end were pretty much meaningless. And Lowry, my goodness. Raptors had a chance to really put the nail in the coffin in these games, but just kept missing open 3 after open 3. And Kyle Lowry put up just was laying tons of bricks tonight. Man, just a poor shooting night from Kyle Lowry tonight. It was tough to watch. He was 1 of 6 from 3, 2 of 9 from the field altogether. Just not his night. This team has yet to have the full roster together for a good amount of games consistently, and the chemistry is not there. And now that CJ Miles is playing better and OG came back and Leonard came back, DeLon Wright was a DNP, did not play, coach's decision. So now there's no more minutes for DeLon Wright. But the bench tonight was poor, other than Norman Powell's three-point shooting and his defense. And VanVleet had a couple and ones, but other than that, they were relatively quiet. Monroe was unplayable once again. OG, he's still rusty, so he's not there yet. Patrick McCaw came in 1 second, fouled James Harden on a 3. OG fouled James Harden on a 3. Just not high IQ plays. You got to know who you're guarding and just contest it without getting close to him. You know the referees are always watching him and protecting him. Just contest and don't jump into it. Just keep your hand up, and that's all you need to do. Harden was not shooting the ball well, so you didn't really have to contest that hard. But some poor mental breakdowns and mistakes made this game unable for the Raptors to actually win. Raptors went into multiple droughts throughout the game and were just unable to finish off this game. Their defense did bring the Raptors back into this game, but it was not consistent. Raptors need to play more consistently and win more games as a team. The isolation plays are not going to work. Raptors should draw something a little better. I thought Nick Nurse would have a little bit of more movement on the last play, but he continues to go these one-on-one plays for Kawhi Leonard. Maybe you throw Kawhi in the post, a quick post off on the inbound, and then maybe have Kyle Lowry or Danny Green on the strong side just in case the double comes down, and just let Kawhi Leonard go in the post. He's a strong guy. He could probably finish over PJ Tucker and just give him a chance, a closer shot than that. But I understand why maybe the Raptors went for the win, because Ibaka got into foul trouble. Actually, Ibaka got fouled out and you couldn't play Monroe, so the Raptors pretty much had no center. So I guess it was the smarter choice of going for the win, but that's a bad shot at the end of the day. Raptors got to do a better job of late game execution and getting a good look and a high percentage look. Otherwise, the Raptors got to bounce back. They're now on a 2-game losing streak and have to go to Dallas for their Sunday night game. Let's go, Raptors. Keep it coming, guys. Come on. Bounce back. Peace. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up. Smash that like button, guys. Until next time. Deuces.